Hello, welcome back. We did the usual rituals, including Cure Disease, which cured the Gija, which is nice. And we cast Voice of Tiamat for the first time, which found a bubbling fissure, which gives us 1 gem. That's a nice start. Found a couple of blood slaves, and there were some battles. First up, taking provinces back. Epernia, Coastal Province, 1 point of PD, no problems there. Next up, Ginal Forest. This is the ghouls moving on to the forest. We had a little bit of province defense here, but I think it was like 5 points. Let's see, 5 points evicted versus ghouls, what do you think? Must try harder. That was Ginal Forest. We'll take that back next. King's Tomb, desert over here. We rolled these guys into it. Looks like a immediate route. Good stuff. There's the King's Tomb. I'm not sure why they routed, they had a commander. It's strange. And then there was the battle at the fortress in Polmania. This is a bit more than I thought it would be inside the fort. Lots of mages. Nice big line of troops. We see quite a lot of spells in this battle as well, which is a bit awkward. Dominion currently is pretty bad. The Niffle Giants are all the way down to 8 morale. From the way I'm speaking, you can probably guessed what I'm setting you up for. So a couple of important spells there. One is Life After Death. Does that have an icon? So Agartha did Life After Death on all of his troops. So I have to kill them twice now. We've both got Howl up, he's got Relief up. We also, I don't think... I'll just check. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, back here, a couple. I'm not sure. I think there are a few giants who don't get blessed. I've found 2 so far, 3. We needed better bless coverage. One interesting thing is that one of our Jarls just like absorbs all of the Mind Blasts, which interrupts him from casting Blessing, unfortunately. Up until this point things aren't too bad, but a lot of our giants in the front are, they're getting paralyzed. They're also getting destructioned, so they have broken armor. They're down to 14 protection. And eventually a lot of our stuff is routing as well, which is probably not good. But eventually it just reaches the point where the giants start dying, unfortunately. We have to get through his units twice because they turn into soulless. So a couple of problems. One is that our morale is very low under Dark Skies. Dominion tipped quite a lot in his favour. I guess he's got a lot of people preaching here. We lose a lot of our armour to destruction. We don't bless all the giants. And he has Life After Death. So I don't think we can just march into Agartha, to be honest. He obviously had a lot more stuff here than I was expecting, but even so. I think we're at the point where we need spells. Like, I think we're at the point where it's not good that we're so far behind on research. Everyone else is at level 7 and 8 in paths, and I am not. So as for losses, we didn't lose too many mages in the actual battle. We only lost one Gija. 2 more died retreating, unfortunately. Lost 14 Nifl giants. I think most of those survived, though. Yeah. So the losses aren't too bad. Losing half the giants is pretty bad. Lost 5 whites, which isn't nice. Lost quite a few Goaty Huskars as well. So that could have gone worse for us, I suppose, is the only saving grace. But yeah, not a great result. Stone Heavens, we caught some barbarians. They seem to be preparing for a large attack. I don't want that to happen because this is a 150 income province because it has gem deposits. But I can't really put anything here to defend, and I can't afford province defense. So actually, that's not true. I can now because I changed recruitment. It's up to 12. Let's see if 12 points of province defense fights off barbarians in a few turns. I think that's everything, right? Lanka has been permanently vanquished. Oh well, Lanka. We did leave a skeleton in the garrison though, so we've kept the fort under siege at least, which is something. And this turn, pretty simple. Not doing anything. I think I need to catch up on research, so most of my guys are researching. We're doing about 500 points a turn. Enchantment 6 would be nice. Alteration 6 would also be pretty nice, because it would give us Soul Vortex. Might be pretty good. We've got enough items that we could almost completely gear up one Nifl Jarl. Imagine this guy with a Amulet of Resilience, and then, I don't know, some weapon. Maybe just a Thunder Whip for now. Imagine someone like that casting Soul Vortex, and then I'd do it with someone with D2 and A1 so that they could cast Flight on themselves. And then you could fly a Soul Vortex into the backlines. It'd probably help. Enchantment will also give us, I've looked at this before, but it would give us Grip of Winter we could lay down, and Relief as well, right? Yeah, we'd lay down Relief too, might help a bit. I'll probably change my scripting next time we fight and just hold everything back for a while. Stay out of spell range. Maybe put the giants on a line so that they move slowly. Maybe put everything on just Guard Commander and just spam skeletons until the battle ends. I don't know. But yeah, but for now I'm just going to try and get a little bit of research done before, well, we'll see what happens. See what develops in this area over the next few turns. Little movements though, I am trying to get up some temples, so there's a temple going down in New Spring, temple going down in Darkwoods. I'm moving this priest to Blue Water next to put another temple down underwater. Moving this S2 that we just cured disease onto my cap. One day maybe we'll be able to forge an Astral Booster and see if she can become a Vengeance of the Dead caster, which might be quite helpful. And those are it for kind of miscellaneous things. Big movement is moving a lot of stuff to Ironport, just to make sure that there's stuff in here. And I'm doing some rituals here as well. I'm summoning Yetis. I'm going to try that summon. We'll see what that's like. Yetis might be quite good. I can't work out if they're going to be better or worse than Rimvetter. I haven't been really impressed with the Rimvetti, to be honest. When I first looked at them, I thought we were going to get the cool Sacred Rimvetti that Vettiheim gets, but I guess not. Maybe I should try out Yetis for a bit instead. I should be careful not to use too many water gems. When you have like over 100 gems in the bank, you kind of get it in your head that you have like infinite gems. But Summon Yeti is like 30 gems a cast, so probably 13 gems a cast. So I probably shouldn't go overboard doing it, but I'll give it a try. I'm also going to summon some Bone Fiends, see what they're like. And I'm forging an Amulet of Resilience and a Skull Staff, which is a death booster. So I'll move some stuff to Ironport, do a little bit of summoning and some forging. And we'll mostly focus on research though besides that. I might actually forge a Thunder Whip somewhere, to be honest. Probably better than the weapon he has, right? Length 4. It gives a bit of shock resistance. What is the length of your weapon? Ice Blade? Yeah, length 1. Yeah, why not? Yeah, so we'll just see what happens, try and catch up on research, that's pretty much it. Over in Oak Beach I'm doing a lot of forging. I'm forging lots of Sanguine Dowsing Rods. I'm going to have everyone in Barmy and everyone in Divan blood hunting with Dowsing Rods from now on. So we'll get that set up. Still forging lots of Alquills. And I think that's pretty much it. So just doing a lot of forging and trying to get research done. Recruitment currently is just lots of giants, and I'm getting some priests as well to make sure that we've got lots of H2s in this fort. I'm recruiting a priest in the fort as well. But other than that, that is it for this turn. So, not much happening, but yeah. It's hard to fight into Dark Skies, and it's hard to fight without much research done, so let's try and get some research done, and try and push out our Dominion. Anyway, that was turn 48, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. We got enchantment done. I'm going to quickly get alteration 6, and then back into enchantment 7. I've looked at this multiple times, but we can now do relief, rigor mortis, triple winter, lots of nice stuff in there. And riches from beneath, which I am going to try and cast this turn. See how that goes. Do the Abaran Scout claim the Iron Throne? Do that in a moment. I did Voice of Tiamat and found nothing. Summoned some Yetis, I'll look at those in a sec. And then 2 little battles, almost just taking back Yunal Forest. No problems there. And then the Gotha broke siege with a released king. Looks like I should have moved some stuff back onto it. Oh. Really bad event then. Remember that Gija we had, who we just cured disease on, the S2 one? I was moving her back to my cap. She meddled with dark arts and attracted unwanted attention. And got attacked by a ghost and died. So there we go. I was kind of surprised by this because she's a death mage, so you'd think that she'd just dust to dust it. Got 20 hit points. Does dust to dust it. Oh, and then she routs. Morale 9. Oh, she's got a... That's so unlucky. She's got a negative morale affliction. That's so stupid. Yeah, so we just randomly lost that nice Gija we had. That's a shame. Inarim, series of unfortunate events, redirected trade routes. And a very deadly disease is spreading in Ironport. 180 people have died. Which I assume is a Bane Venom charm. We moved one onto my fort here. I'm not sure. None of our commanders are diseased, but a few of our units are. Including some of these nice guys. 3 of them got diseased already. Yetis. I thought they might be kind of cool. They're high morale. Nice. Yeah, pretty high morale. Pretty strong. They've got Chillora and the cold resistance, so they stack well with us. And then they've got this weird, like, they do sticks and stones, which is it has 2 attacks, and it adds your strength on like most ranged weapons, so it's like a 19 damage 2 attack ranged attack, but it only has a precision of 6. I'm not sure if they'll hit much with it. But they seem like it might be kind of funny to have them all chucking sticks and stones. And they're pretty tough. They might soak up some Mind Blast as well, because they've got lots of hit points. The arms might prioritize them. I thought they might be worth something anyway. Yeah. That's it for messages, right? Yeah. So still not doing much this turn. I really think we can do something if we get a bit more research done though. I think if we have a fight and we do lay down Grip of Winter, and then maybe Rigor Mortis as well, because I've got the Death booster now, we've got a Death 4 mage. We can get someone up to N5 to do relief. We could do Grip of Winter, Rigor Mortis, relief, Howl. I'm moving another S2 over, because that one just died that was on the way. Do anti-magic. And then I want to forge as many lifelong protections as possible. We've only got 1 so far. That's 2 imps every round. If we had like 3 or 4 or 5 of these, you know, we could be summoning like 8 or 10 imps every round. And then we'll have this guy on the back lines as well. He'll be able to cast Soul Vortex once we've researched it with a gem. We can... I think if this guy's sitting in their back lines while Rigor Mortis and Grip of Winter is up, he should be fine, right? They'll all fall asleep and he can just chew through them with Soul Vortex. So something like that. I might not put the Rigor Mortis up, that might be too much, that would be too risky. But I think just having Relief and Grip of Winter, and then Soul Vortex on this guy, might change things next time we have a battle. I'm going to keep going up enchantment though. 7 will give us Serpent's Blessing as well, just in case he does any more Foul Vapors stuff, which I think might be useful. And then also one day we might be able to cast Gift of Health or the boat if we're feeling like it. So I think that's fine for now. And we're not far off Soul Vortex, so maybe in 2 turns we can try having another fight. The problem is he's still like preaching really hard here, because this is still like 6 dark candles. You know, I'm preaching an Oak Beach and I pushed this up to 6 white candles. He's surrounded by white candles everywhere. I just can't get Dominion into this fort. I don't want to fight under 6 candles of dark skies, so I don't know, for now I'm just going to sit here, I guess. Just keep doing a bit of research. Last turn I could see Makoni like here and here, I think. And this turn I can see Makoni here, 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 and here. Which makes me wonder if he's going to attack me. This is cap, so... It's movements like this that always confuse me, because it's like, why else would he move from here to here? Why would he ever put a stack here, in fact? There's literally nowhere he can go from his cap other than into me. So this makes me think he's going to attack me. There's not much I can do to prepare for that down here though. I've got this fort that's just full of ghouls at the moment. Tomb Shedder's about to start doing reanimations. Maybe if he sieges it, he'll sit here for a while getting disease, which is something. And then depending on what his army looks like, maybe we can throw some of this stuff at him. It's going to be hard to fight 2 people, considering I can't push into Agartha at all. I also noticed he's recruiting these Lobo Guard things here. These are underwater units. So again, he's got stacks on our border and underwater units adjacent to our lake, so... this turn I'm not doing Voice of Tiamat, I'm casting Sea Trolls in Small Sea. Got 12 Province Defense, I'll have some Sea Trolls, and then I'll give this guy some Water Gems, scripted him to cast Water Rally, just in case some Lobos do get sent to burn down my underwater temple, who knows. It looks bad. And that's really it for this turn. I'm moving this Witch that we got. He's an Mage. I'm going to sit in this province for a few turns to make sure it doesn't get... Well, to try and help if it gets attacked by barbarians, because we got that event about barbarians being interrogated. So she'll just drop some air elementals in the fight. Hopefully that helps repel the barbs when they come. And that's it. I'm still forging alquils as usual. I'm doing blood hunting now in this province with 3 hunters with dowsing rods, and this province with 3 hunters with dowsing rods. And my god is casting Riches from Beneath. So I'm going to put a slight overcast into it just to help protect a bit. But it should help us a bit with income. We can always use more income. I think it'd be nice if I could start recruiting, even if I can just recruit like an extra mage or 2 each turn, that'd be fine. While we try to catch up on research. I'm not confident that we can hold it, but not too bad. I don't see any other immediate use for our Earth Gems. We have no Earth Gem income. We generated a small number and then we got sent a bunch. So whatever, let's just blow them on this. I'd rather have some gold, I think. And if it does get knocked out by... if Agartha decides to steal it from me, just to be annoying. Well, whatever. We can cast the boat next instead. And knock out someone else's global. Or Gift of Health. That's it for the turn, I think. I am building temples still. There's one going up underwater. Switch back to Rinverti for a bit. Doing Brood of Garm and Draugr. And a bit of reanimation, all in Ironport. Hopefully no one gets diseased, but we can cure it if it hits a commander. And there's more alcohols getting forged. Research currently is on 685. So 2 turns to get Old 6. And then we'll see what this guy can do. And that's the turn. So that was turn 49, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. This is a sad turn. Can we get some sad music? Editor Mew, can you put some sad music on, please? I'm not even going to read these messages, you fuckers. Right, so we got attacked by Kitiz and Makoni this turn. There was a Dire Portent and it wasn't ours. Agartha put up Vengeful Water, and then we tried to cast Riches from beneath, and our global enchantment was overpowered and failed to take effect, so we wasted our 80 Earth Gems for nothing, and now we're getting attacked by 3 people. What else did we cast? We did cast Sea Trolls to prepare for underwater attacks. Is it worth clicking all of these battles individually, or can we just look at the map and assess the damage? This is like... Let's look at the map, okay? Look how obnoxious this is. Like, just as he attacks, like, the barbs also, like, cut off my ability to move through here. The witch I sent there with some gems did nothing to help, did they? Okay. So Gatiz has 3 armies on us now. One is very small, it's in Scroll Point. Scroll Point is mostly just a couple of mages and then just some mundane trash. Got some Sacred Serpents, but they don't get blessed, so... not very interesting stuff. This is pretty small. He's got a substantially larger army on Pania. I will watch this one. This is big. There's lots of Long Dead. A couple of, here's a Bane Lord. Hi, Samog. Here's a Wraith Lord. This isn't good. Gatiz obviously has lots and lots of research. This guy has Soul Vortex. Lots of mages in here. This Throne Fort is empty, of course, so... I don't even know what that was. Some kind of ranged attack, or... Oh, it's the sprites doing, Elf Shot. Okay. So that's rough. That's Pania. So, lots of mages and things. The units aren't anything interesting, but... it's the mages that make that scary. And then another army down here on Tiny Willow that also isn't much. Just mundane stuff, some trash. So, the big one is Pania. Little ones on the sides. Makoni then just pushed some stuff into our southern border, and did go underwater as well. We prepared in Small Sea. So the intrusion bounced off. How much? I forgot to check how much these cost. I'll check that in the log. I think it's just the water rallies that carry this battle. And the fact that these guys are poor amphibians. Yeah, the water rallies are pretty good. There's Small Sea. And then there was another little army that went underwater with some Lobos that we saw on the map. These guys use all their gems and all the Lobos die, so it's just 2 mages there now. These stacks are all very small. You can tell from the fort damage. This has only done... oh, maths. 24 points of siege damage. So, Renthale. They'll be sitting on that, getting diseased for a while. I just said there was something I meant to check, didn't I? Oh yeah, how much these cost. Where was Small Sea? Hot plates. It costs 40 gold, okay, so it's not a huge deal. Renthale. Do you have gems or anything? It's only 1 mage. He's got lots of gems, okay. What do you cast? Nothing. He's literally doing nothing. I guess he's just on hold? I've never seen that before. The mage not... oh, there he goes. He's off script now. Buffing himself. Alright, and all these armies are pretty similar. They basically just, he has these... oh god. Oppressor guys who enrage the Gigantes. And then they just kind of walk forwards and punch things. And then there was a funny one somewhere else. Was it New Spring? Oh, it was the Bulwark, okay. So he did it in the Bulwark as well down here. But when the caster cast Enrage, he enraged himself, and then he ran forwards and died. Which I thought was pretty good. One of the militia gets him in the end. So it cost him, you know. It's a shame these two are still fighting Berserk, otherwise we would have kept the province, but... yes, we lost the Bulwark as well. I think last turn we had an income of 3.5 and now it's 2.8. Pretty bad. This is a very lucrative province that we lost. We're gonna lose... When we lose this turn, we'll lose... What was this? This was bureaucracy, right? We'll lose order as well. But all in all, pretty bad. So it started this term just by doing diplomacy, really. I spoke to Agartha and said, I can't fight you anymore because I'm getting invaded. And he seemed okay with that. He seemed quite content to just leave me alone now because he doesn't want to fight me, which is something. I also don't think... See, for all this time, I thought it was fine for me to slug it out with Agartha because I thought all the little nations were attacking Katiz. But I guess not. But this really screws things, because if the balance of the game was me, Agartha, and Katiz are all the biggest, me and Agartha are punching each other while Katiz fends off all the little nations, then everything is nicely balanced. No one's getting ahead. But if Makoni's actually like made peace with Katiz and just been like chilling while he gets huge and does loads of research and stuff, then Katiz is just the game leader then. Like he's way out in front, he'll probably win. I guess my judgment has just not been great this game. I really misjudged Agartha, and I guess I've been misjudging people's willingness to attack Katiz as well. I really thought he was getting warred by lots of little players, but I guess not. Yeah, we really need to change focus pretty quickly then. We're fortunate that Agartha has made peace with us. I don't think Katiz is going to do much in this war, if I had to guess. So it might be that the net effect of this is that we just lose our thrones to Katiz, and Makoni has taken himself out of the game. Maybe that's wishful thinking. I think in general it's a mistake to ally with players who are larger than you, especially players who are dominant. And that's especially true when it's Ramp, because Ramp doesn't like getting sucked into big wars. So I think Makoni is just going to be left holding the bag in this invasion. And we're going to spend the next 10 turns crushing him. Yeah, but we're going to lose our thrones to Katiz. That's what, I don't know, my judgment's been poor though, so who knows, maybe I'm totally wrong. But this feels bad, but I don't know, it might end up not so bad in the end. Anyway, are there any other events? Let's think. We got Stone Heavens, Barbarian Horde attacked, Duvan, Barbarian Horde attacked, and a plague struck Rimire over here, so nothing really good. The Barbs bounced off Duvan, thankfully. I think that's it for messages, really. So things have wound up with Agartha. Agartha's going to leave me alone as long as I'm fighting Katiz, I think. So they've got Vengeful Water now, in addition to Dark Skies. So no one is ever going to invade them with a land army ever again. That's impossible. So what am I going to do? Well, this army is now completely freed up. We've got an army here ready to go. We are still on target to hit Alteration 6 next turn. So I'm going to just roll every single thing I have down into Makoni and try and smash him pretty quickly. I think that would be nice. Generally, the way that Ramk plays is he doesn't push into people any more than he has to. So I am banking on the fact that the way he's going to play this is he'll take these thrones and then he'll probably harry my border a bit. And other than that, he will leave Makoni to do the bulk of the fighting. And I'm gonna just assume, until I see something different, if he starts rolling a massive stack towards my cap, then I'll change tack. But unless I see Katiz do something significantly different from that, I'm gonna assume that he's gonna leave me alone after clipping my border. So I'm just gonna try and defend pretty much the border from where Femoria is north. So anything east of Femoria is just, I'm gonna cut my losses. But I'll defend anything beyond that, since I assume Katiz will throw small skirmishes at me beyond that point. This stack, I don't predict this stack marches towards my cap or anything like that. I think it takes Panier and sits here, if I had to guess, but we'll see. So with that in mind, for now, I'm just going to assume I can just roll everything into Makoni, and since his cap is right here, maybe we can kind of wring his neck pretty quickly. Famous last words. But if we can do that, then we can trade losing this bit of territory for just gaining this territory, including a throne, so it might not be the worst thing in the world. It's just annoying to have to suddenly switch everything. So for now, since I can see this little mundane army here, it might go into this fort and take it. Other place it could go is into Dardania, if it's looking more to harass. So I've got some stuff I can send to Dardania. Try and defend it. I'll just send a couple of Sacreds, a couple of Goaty Huskarls. Will that be enough to fend off mostly skeletons and some couple of Sacred guys? I don't know. Remains to be seen. Don't feel great about it, but we've got some priests who can all do banish. We can do some dust to death with the death mage. We'll have 5 sacred, so we'll have the chill aura, and quite a lot of Goaty Huskarls and things. So it might be good, might be fine, might work, might not. Research is very tight, or I could send like one of these death mages. 585. I might do that actually. I might send out just another death mage as well, just doing like dust to dust or something. But either way, I'll try and defend this as best I can. And down here, I'm going to try and defend the farmland against this little army pushing in. There's quite a lot of stuff being sent here. The sort of this is to make absolutely sure like this guy can't do anything. But it also helps me move out some slow units. So a lot of the stuff that's currently in Ironport can move straight from Ironport to New Spring, assuming we hold Lamma, so it can move straight there in one turn. But some stuff can't, including the Yetis and some of the undead. So I think the Yetis have 14? Yeah, they've only got 14 map movement. So this puts some slow stuff adjacent to New Spring, and it also protects this province with enough stuff to smash both of these armies if they both attack into Cradle for some reason. So it looks like this. We've got 30 giants plus some wolves. There's like a small handful of Draugr, a couple of undead, the Yetis, and then tons of Horde of Skeleton spammers. That's pretty much what my mages are doing right now. A bunch of priests to bless up. So this will just put this here. This will look quite threatening on its own, but then I'm also moving the bulk of my units out of that other fort as well. So there's 56 more giants and 26 more wolves coming, plus my prophet, 29 Draugr, and a bunch of mages. And we've also got some very powerful mages sitting here, ready and waiting to go. So you've got the Death 4 mage, you've got the N5 mage, the N4 mage, you've got the geared up Niefelheim, just ready to roll into action. So we'll move forces into this region, and we'll try and just push this back. Maybe grab Makoni's cap, and then just see how this border develops. Probably send a message to Tinanog as well, I guess, and just tell him what's going on. Same for Saro, I guess. Yeah. That's the turn, I think. There's some forging going on. I'm moving my blood hunters here because I doubt they're safe here. They're just going to move to Femoria. We might blood hunt Femoria instead. Maybe. Be nice to keep this income like this, but I don't know, are any of these other provinces big? No. Maybe you can blood hunt Shade Forest. Well, that's a bit risky too, though. I don't know. There's no like safe provinces to blood hunt. Maybe I'll have to blood hunt more around my cap. We'll blood hunt in Femoria though. We're forging. Well, we're doing rituals as well. We're doing wolves at Feral Woods and ghouls at Wesh. And then I'm still just doing Voice of Tiamat on Small Sea, whatever. We'll try and defend this province, and then we'll take back Blue Water when we can. Shouldn't be too difficult. Seems like water elementals just kind of ruin units underwater, so that should be fine. As long as we keep the water mage alive. But I'm summoning some wolves in Femoria to do blood hunting. Still doing reanimation in this fort. We're doing some water lenses, which is a temporary water gem and increased water ritual range. I think that might be useful. It's a shame oh god, what's it called? The water grip of winter. It's a shame that this takes 2 water gems. Otherwise we could just carry around the lens and that would take care of it for us. Forging more lifelong protections. Ideally I just want to be forging 1 lifelong protection per turn. I think that's just a fine use of blood slaves at the moment. And other than that, people are just researching to make absolutely sure we hit Alt 6 next turn, or they are just sitting around waiting. And that's the turn. So see what happens over here. Defend this province, and then next turn we'll attack New Spring. There's also 1 mage moving into Lama with some Rimvetti, set to summon imps to help defend Lama, I guess, just in case this stack moves up. But I don't know. These are pretty strong. There's 15 Gigante hoplites here. My hope is that maybe some imps just kill the commander or whatever. Or the Rimvettis manage to get behind. What's your morale? It's like 11, right? 14? That's not too bad. Oh no, it's base 12, okay. Yeah. But I don't know if we can hold this if he moves up. That's it for this turn. So I'll end it there. So that was turn 50. Thanks for watching. I think this is the end of the video, so that's an interesting place to end, I suppose. I'll see you next time.